Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Destiny video. The time has finally come. Update 1.1.2 has just gone live, I've just finished installing it, and Bungie have also very kindly dropped the patch notes. So, with all of that in mind, I'm going to give you a complete rundown on everything that is new as of the most recent 1.1.2 update. If you've been following my Thursday Destiny videos over the past few weeks, then you'll most likely have a good idea, but the patch notes did shed some much needed additional light. So, first up, let's begin with the super exciting stuff, the stuff you can see and hear, and then I'll talk about the behind the scenes and patchy stuff after. I guess this is what you will want to see first. Behold the almighty new vault. This now has 24 armor slots, 36 weapon slots and 24 general slots. It is glorious, look at it! But don't forget, if you're on Xbox 360 or PS3, as a result of this update, you can no longer compare items inside your vault. You can obviously still compare them, just not from inside your vault. Then, while we're looking at all these fancy items, here's item lock in action. If you hover over an item and click in the right stick, you'll see my item is now locked. Now, if I try to, I can't dismantle it, which means all those precious items, you can now lock them down knowing that they are safe from any accidental mistakes. If, however, you manage to accidentally unlock it and then dismantle it, well, I feel sorry for you. Then, something I was personally super hyped about, you can now wear your helmet in social spaces. Look at it, it looks so awesome. If you want to do this for yourself, then simply pull up your menu, go over to the settings page, and under the newly added helmet option, select wear in social space, and now you can look awesome wherever you go. Also, another nice little extra that Bungie added in, if you go and inspect an item, pick your favourite gun for example, let's take Icebreaker, then when you inspect it, if you click in the left stick, you can hide the UI, and you can witness the weapon in all its glory. Then on top of that, if you go to the settings page again and hover over the audio option, you'll now see a huge range of options. These are the features spoke about a few weeks back. You can now independently balance game volume, chat volume, and you can mute the in-game music if you so wish. But do remember that Bungie said that they'd also be including an audio Easter egg to try and persuade you all to keep the music on. Personally, I haven't found it yet, but if you do come across it, then let me know in the comments down below. Moving away from audio, on the right side is the accessibility option. This is where you'll find all the colorblind modes that will change the colors of enemy shields, ammo drops, and the radar or tracker in-game. So, that is pretty much everything that came under the Spotlight Improvements and Additions section of the post, apart from one thing. Bungie have also remastered the purple ball to make it an interactive sphere, now with a parallax energy core that glows based on its velocity and the time of day. So that gives you something else to mess around with in the tower. Anyway, now let's talk about the rest of the patch notes. Now, there's a lot to cover here, and for the most part, everything that can be visually illustrated I've just shown you. So for the rest of this video, I'm just going to read out the patch notes. Now obviously if you do want to read them yourself, then I've left a link to the post in the description box down below, but in the event that you want to listen to me instead, then let's begin. First up, under the weapons category. They fixed a bug that caused players to lose ammo when switching weapons while dead. They also fixed another bug where ammo consumables did not reliably replenish your ammo. Then Pocket Infinity's behaviour is now less likely to fail during edge case conditions. The 4th Horseman weapon stats have now been restored to their former glory after the 1.1.1 update unintentionally nerfed them. Thorn's first person player feedback poison effect has now been updated. The White Nail perk no longer triggers on immune targets. Don't Touch Me's defensive reflex perk no longer triggers on throwing knives. The performance bonus action on fusion rifles has now been reduced to match shotguns and snipers. And they have fixed the issue introduced in 1.1.1 which allowed Icebreaker to regenerate ammo even while you were dead. Now, that's it for weapons. Next up, under the world category. I've already spoken about helmets and social spaces, so next up, Quest Loop Pyramid baubles are now easier to spot. That's the little white triangle ones. And that is a very welcome change given that sometimes they were quite annoying to find, especially in the Devil's Lair one when they fall in a bush or something. Also, a quest indicator badge has now been added to the tower when a quest is either completed or ready to turn in. Crota's Bane reputation rewards have now been increased for Arekkz bounties. They fixed a bug where major thralls would spawn with 2 jaws and 2 left hands. Wait, what? Why have I never seen this? That sounds awesome. But anyway, that's fixed, so I'm never going to be able to see that. They also fixed a bug where players' equipped items did not always receive experience from completing missions. Another bug where the Black Garden's level 30 storyline was listed as level 28. And another bug where heavy ammo consumables were not available from Zur, which means they should now be there every single week. Next up, moving on from worlds to strikes. Valor's Tarak's health has now been reduced by 33% in the Cerberus Vase strike, and the number of major combatants has been reduced in the Valor's fight. Then the Dust Palace, a PlayStation exclusive, has had the number of major combatants in the Scion Flayer fight reduced, and the strength of the Scion Flayer's shields has also been reduced. Then moving on to raids. Now first up, Vault of Gloss. The vaults will no longer display a highlighted activity notification. They also fixed a bug where splash damage was able to penetrate the Aegis bubble, and the Shield Relic melee attack now more consistently lands on Minotaurs. They've also improved issues that often occurred when walking through teleports. They still haven't mentioned anything about fixing the issue where Crota teleports the wrong number of people, so I'm guessing that's something for the future. As for Crota's End Raid, Crota will now wait until fully standing before dishing out a sword attack, so you should therefore be able to avoid those unfortunate wipes. They also fixed a bug where the sword would occasionally immediately despawn after killing the sword bearer, and the sword will now last a full 30 seconds after being picked up. Then moving on to PvP. Now the ammo portion of this was a topic discussed in last week's Bungie update, but there's a fair bit more to cover still. Anyway, that being said, let's begin with the ammo section. Crates will now be visible to all players long before they are available to pick up, and they'll have a countdown timer added to show when they'll arrive. Guardians will also no longer drop special ammo when they die. The amount of special ammo picked up from crates has been reduced from 50% to 25%. The special ammo crate respawn time has been raised from 45 seconds to 120 seconds. The drop radius for when friendlies pick up special crates has been increased from 20 meters to 100 meters, so more of the team should now benefit. The interaction time with special crates has also been slightly increased from 0.1 seconds to 0.8 seconds, so it will take a little bit longer to pick up. The number of special crates on the map has also been reduced and they are now relocated, so instead of having 6 to 8, there are now 3 to 5. Both heavy and special ammo bricks will now despawn if left on the ground too long, and heavy ammo will now let everyone know which faction or team collected it, so you know whether you need to be worried or not. And the warning time on heavy ammo has been increased from 10 seconds to 15. So, that's everything on ammo, but while still on the topic of PvP, the weighting on Blind Watch and Firebase Delphi in Control, Iron Banner and Inferno has been greatly increased, so we should see them slightly more often. They fixed a bug where an enemy could commit suicide and be revived for points. Another one which prevented players from receiving points for neutralising a control zone, and one where capture points were not properly disabled after the game ends. Then in Skirmish and Salvage, they have added an incremental revive timer so that it takes longer to revive teammates on each revive. Currently it's plus 5 seconds each time. The Stopping Power medal now requires shotgun kills instead of sprees. The Target Practice medal now requires hand cannon kills instead of sprees. And the Electrocutioner one now requires fusion rifle kills instead of sprees. Then lastly, under the PvP section, maps. Anomaly has now had some invisible physics added over the pool table to prevent people from hiding. Shores of Time has had a kill volume added to the open edge of a cave to prevent players hiding. And the Burning Shrine has moved the spawn point to fix the camera view. Phew! Are you guys still with me? We're almost there. Next up, UI. There's a new visual treatment for quest nodes and nodes that involve steps. Players can now, as demonstrated, click the left stick to hide UI on weapon and armor previews, and the UI flyouts are now easier to manage. Then on to audio. They fixed an issue where Stealth Vandal's audio was being suppressed by gunfire. Titan's Ward of Dawn now has an audio indicator at low energy, so players know when the bubble is going to time out, and players walking into the Ward of Dawn will now hear a sound when they are blinded. Then moving on to the Companion app. There was an issue where the Combined Arms Grimoire card was pointing to the wrong unlock conditions, and there was also an issue where some Grimoire cards were awarding the wrong number of points. That's also been fixed. And now the very final thing under the technical section. They fixed a rare softlock, or freeze in layman terms, which occurred when players' internet dropped out. They also clarified the error that displays when the user has insufficient hard drive space, and there's better handling now for the rest mode and resume on PS4. Woo! We made it! If you're still here, comment down below and let me know that you stuck it out to the end. But that, my friends, is a lot of information. A lot of awesome stuff, but that is it for update 1.1.2. Now if you didn't get enough of it by listening to me, then once again you can read this for yourself on Bungie.net, and the link to that very post is in the description box down below. But aside from that, let me know in the comments down below what your favourite feature is in the new 1.1.2 update. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, then it'd be awesome if you could leave a like and hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not already subscribed and you're not already part of the Arekkz Gaming Nation, then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video. Thank you very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.